defenders set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. High throw, but the catch is made. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. They'll find Bateman once more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ty Chandler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Fournette, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. first down. Here's White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now Jackson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fournette once more on second down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
White, he'll try the left side. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
Brady gives this to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line.
get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson
able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, it's Henderson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
White running to the left. And some room to work. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rachaad White.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now we give up the middle to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now Jackson.
That is caught. Bateman.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff to Chandler. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? When you watch tape of White's final season in college, you saw a guy who evolved into a guy ready to play in the NFL. Showed what he could produce as a lead back in the backfield. Also was one of the best pass-catching backs in college as well. Tampa Bay loved that versatility and should help him get some extra run as a rookie.
They stay on the ground with White. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back to throw, Brady. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Bucs,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.